All right, so we're extending this function example here. We're going to make some changes to the graph program project. So number one, it says open a new tab and call it function. Type the following code in. It's just an abstract class. We're going to add stuff to it later. But I'm going to create a tab, function. I have that. So the abstract method, which needs an abstract method pretty much for an abstract class, is this get y. That's the thing. Every function is going to have a get y method, but it's going to be done differently, which is why it needs to be abstract. Okay, so that's the first step. The second step, add the extends function to the end of the line and quadratic class header. So line is a function, quadratic is a function. And if you realize that when you extend an abstract class, you have to implement any abstract methods. So I need to have a get y method. Well, luckily I have one in here. Now I still have some other methods, which are fine, but I need to have that get y. Same thing for quadratic. Okay, so it needs a get y and it has it. So that's the first two steps. Okay, so it says delete the draw line and draw quadratic methods. Implement a draw function. Okay, as shown on the next page. So what we're really doing is taking in and see what happens here, right? You accept a function now. A function can be any type of function. We're just doing like the general case here. So the way we draw functions is the same, whether it's a line or a quadratic or a trig function, it's the same. I'm going to go through all these x's and think this is exactly what your calculator does. Right? It goes through all the x values that you have listed on your calculator, calculates the y value for what's in y equals or whatever in your equation, and then plots that point. We're doing the same thing. Okay, so this. Okay, so we can put this in graph program now. I don't know if that. Yep, it's in there. This whole thing. Okay, so that's it. The only thing that changed with draw line to draw quadratic to draw function is the thing we took in here, and then the type, right, is a function, right? Now notice the cool thing about this is you can see here I've created a quadratic, I've created a line, both objects like we did before with those constructors. I'm calling draw function Q, which Q is a function, so it works. Calling draw function L, L is a function, so it works. Same function is going to draw both of those. Okay, so there's the quadratic, and there's the line. Okay, the y-min's been shifted to -15 so we could see the vertex of that quadratic. Okay, but those are the steps that you need to change for that graph program.